Hey folks, what's iyatee? And we're back again. I got another video uploading right now to Facebook, to YouTube. I got another one that I still need to do. It's all edited. I just got to do the production and then upload it. Now we're going to work on this. This is a piece of Pedernales. It looks to be pretty slick. It's not heat treated that I know of. I'm not sure if this is a piece I got from Keith or a piece I bought at some point or what, but see if we can do something with it. Looks like it might flake a little bit. Yeah, buddy. If it ain't heat treated, it's sure nice. At least in this stage. Need a smaller boffer. That one is too big for this size piece. So tomorrow it's back to the grindstone. If I didn't have orders to go fill, I'd probably stay another day or two. But all of you that's order stuff, it's not fair for me to stay out here any longer and not get your stuff out. So I'm going home. Let's see here. What am I doing here? I need to pay attention to what I'm doing, I guess. Sitting here hitting on this rock, staring at the lake. Not even looking where I'm hitting. Complete and utter cruise control. So since this is Texas material, I'm going to see about making a Texas point. Alright. Ooh, that one overshot. Have to be careful on that. The only time I like to see an overshot is if I'm taking off part of a square edge on the other side. Otherwise, no. Down one more bopper size. hope y'all are enjoying the videos. I'm enjoying making them. No doubt. So relaxing out here. I was enjoying the sound of the locusts for a while, but they're starting to drive me nuts a little bit. Oh, dang, that was a deep, deep flake right there. I was not expecting that to happen. I'm gonna have to go down direct. That flake right there messed me up a bit. Probably not paying close enough attention. I was thinking about, there's some kayakers going by and paying more attention to them than I was to what I'm doing here, so probably ought to rein this in a little bit. We'll get her straightened out with some indirect percussion. Now this material, don't mind that coarse abrader at all so far, it don't seem like. At least I think that's what this was, Pedernales. Seems kind of dark. Stuff gets thrown into boxes and buckets and totes and everything else, and then pretty soon some rock looks very similar to other rocks, and most of the time you can tell, and sometimes you just can't. Got up this morning and made my wife biscuits and gravy and bacon and eggs, and my mom made great gravy. She taught me to make gravy. So it makes a pretty decent gravy. Although I didn't get none of it this morning. Or the biscuits. I've gone back to eating low carb again. got carried away, gained some weight, and got to get rid of it. I don't feel as good when I'm not eating low carb either. You would think that wouldn't be that way, but somebody's here. I'm not sure who. Someone's here. I don't have any idea who that is. Oh, it's my granddaughters. I'll be right back, fellas. Hey folks, well, I'm back. So this is kind of a weird deal with the mid-video interruption, but my granddaughters were here yesterday and we were working on this point, and that was the end of that. So I'm gonna see if I could finish it. I couldn't even remember what I was gonna make, but now I found it. But I remember, let's see, we had a kind of a deeper flake than I wanted right there, but it'd be all right. And bring it in from this side and smooth that out, and then take a few flakes off this tip, get it evened out, do some pressure flaking, and then make something beautimous, maybe. I also got this piece of rock right here. I was just talking to Mr. Tuttle. I'm pretty sure that this came from out of his rocks when I bought his business out. And I don't know what it is, but I know it flakes really good. I got a couple pieces of it at home. I have no idea what it is. He thinks it's an East Coast rock, and it may very well be. I don't know. So I'm not sure what it is, but I'm looking forward to napping that. And I picked up some other stuff at home. I got this big load of Novaculite, just came out of the kiln. I went home and I shipped all my orders and left everything here at the campsite. We decided to stay a couple more days, but I had to go home, get some work done, and get all the orders out, and then unload the kiln, and then load it back up. And it's loaded with some of the absolute finest Keokuk I've ever seen in my life. It is just gonna be glass, just beautiful. But anyways, I do have this is back on the website. When you buy boxes of this, I try to do a combination of colors. It's not going to be all just translucent. It won't just all be white or the buckshot or black and white or anything. There's no guarantee on color. I try to do a mix of what I got. So that's how that works. Anyway, so we're going to work on this and see what happens here. The monitor seems to be working well today. Hopefully that keeps up. I'm not so sure how long the first part of this video was. Mr. John's sending me a message right now, but I'm not sure what he's sending. I can't check it right now. Mr. John, if you see this, I see your message, but I can't check it right this moment. If I remember right, this was a piece of Pedernales. Seems like that's what I remember. It was. It's a piece of Pedernales. See how that went in there and just kind of smooth that out. And now we got this hump right here, and the edge is already turned, so we need to try and take some of that off. Take advantage of that edge already being turned. Plus, we're pretty thin in the middle, so we need to get some weight off this tip. This thing is pretty flat already. Not much convexity to this piece, really none at all. And just when it flaked, it just flaked real nice and flat. Okay. Just a few blending flakes there. And yeah, I remember this stuff didn't mind the coarse abrader at all. A lot of that Texas material just lends itself to being very thin. It just has the right characteristics to be that way. So I need to have a flake come in this direction is what I need to have happen here. Just to directed that right back down that direction. Joker's fairly thin. All right, we're going to clean it up with some pressure. Flies are out in force. A little thunderstorm came through. So this is my wife's vacation time. That she had taken some time off. She had some PTO that she needed to use up and stuff like that, and she was having a medical procedure done on her eye, and it ain't worked out so good. It ain't even funny, but she went from just bad vision to now she has triple vision, so she can't drive, can't do anything. So Wednesday we have an appointment at the surgery center that did the surgery. And leaving from here is an hour closer than leaving from home. So that's why I just went home today and got the orders out. Appreciate y'all's patience with the holiday and all that. Things took a few days to get out. But I don't know. Hopefully they're going to have good news, but we will see. They keep going, well, it hasn't been 4 weeks. Yeah, well, the other eye took like 2 days, less than that. And it has been 3 weeks. And she wasn't triple vision in the beginning, but she is now. So, I don't know. We'll see. And she only has one eye, so it's her good eye that we're talking about here. I told her, I said, well, you must have had a hell of a fireworks show if you're seeing triple of everything. It's not funny at all, but, you know, what are you going to do? Ow. She is able to go for walks. She usually goes for a little mile walk here and then a 3-mile walk. Then she might do a 5-mile walk. Her and our little dog. I'd like to get rid of that little thing right there, and that's flake scars going all the way across that. That would be really nice. This joker is thin already. I mean, it's pretty doggone thin. At least some blending flakes to go in there. That's that one big flake that went in there. Alright, I gotta throw some flakes on this side. Appreciate all you guys' input when you're commenting and stuff on the videos. That really does help, I think, and I appreciate that. And it's good to, I don't need a pat on the back or any of the rest of the stuff, but it's good to have some feedback so I know if you're liking something or if you're not liking something. I'm still big enough. Seen that piece of Pedernales and I thought, well, what can I make out of that? I was flipping through the book, and I like any point that's got that little fishtail on it. So I was looking at I was flipping through there and seen the Martindales. I mean, obviously I've seen them before, but I'm sure I don't know if I made one or not, but not that I can remember, but that doesn't mean that I haven't. Come on. Come on. I ain't doing it. It just said, nope, I'm not doing that. Got just a little bit of a fat spot right there that I don't like at all. Whole thing's so dang thin now that I think I can file that. A little coarser file. Get one pushed in there. Just like that. Alright, so now we're gonna clean this up. Make your brand new truck sound like that. Good night. Noisy. I know I'm getting old. I'm complaining about noisy vehicles. Yeah, let's see. I'm looking all over for my pad. It's in my hand. Y'all can stop looking. I found it. You guys like the extreme close-ups like that? Let me know. I'm sure you probably do, as long as I keep it in frame. Can't remember what the heck I was thinking about the other, well, it was actually today. I thought, well, I'm going to talk about that on the video. And for the life of me, of course, I can't remember it. I got to carry a notebook with me, otherwise I just don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going. Whenever you're making a new point style, especially me, because I don't research anything first. My research ends with just flipping through the book. I don't even read the description usually. I just do there it is. Let's make that. Drives my wife nuts because I don't read directions either, so you get to the end, there's no leftover parts. You're good, right? If it looks like the picture. A lot of things these days, it's like they don't even make an effort to try to do anything with directions anyways. It's pretty poor on the direction side. Assembly on a lot of things. Can't remember what I was doing the other day, but there was just like nothing. It really needed it. I was like, wow. And you just gotta love it's in 45 languages. You ever notice that when you're looking at them directions and stuff and all in all the different languages, it's usually the American one that is the shortest. The English one is always usually the shortest instructions, the least amount of pages or whatever, it seems like. That's how it seems anyways. Alright, we're gonna figure out how to notch it now. Let's see. So we're probably gonna come in, I'm looking at the picture here. We probably need to come in kind of high up on the corner. And then this is going to have a little fishtail at the bottom. So we need to notch in right there and right there. We'll see how this stuff's going to notch now. People going to the swim beach and coming back from the swim beach, and if you're wondering what all that traffic is, need to back out just a little bit here. It off, it popped off, of course. When I was pressing that, I thought, you know what, that ear slab will pop off there. Let's press harder. Come on now. I was thinking about making or attempting to make a harden out of this. There go a piece of Nova, but I gotta tell you, I suck at hardens. I struggle with symmetry anyways, and if you don't have the symmetry right on a harden, they just don't look very good. But I might give it a shot and see what happens. busted out again. That same ear just keeps busting for some reason. I just can't seem to keep ears on for the last couple days. I would say them notches are plenty dang deep enough. Really kind of too deep, probably. Let's see here. There's one in there that's got a pretty good fishtail on it. Yes, sir, that's a fishtail. I mean, what is there not to love about a fishtail point? They do look like they pretty much come down straight without a lot of kick out there. My end frame. Go. Alright, what do I do with my pad? Yes. Need to bring a flake in there to kind of clean that up. Just like that. That looks a little better. Okay, we just about got her. 28 minutes. I'll tell you something else I did while I was home. I made a little narrower, this is a much smaller bit in this notching tool than in this one. So I'm going to be doing some testing with that and see how that works too. So a little experimenting. I did get to watch see how Jim Redfern finished his hardened notches off, but he makes it look so doggone easy, and they really just aren't easy for me. Sometimes they feel impossible. I know they're not though, because I got a smoker Jim Redfern harden at the house, and I'm talking about it's a smoker point. Black and white, and I think translucent, tricolored Novaculite is what it is. And I had them make it for me at the very first nap-in I ever went to, a Water Creek nap-in. Just picking to be picking now, I think. It's pretty straight. I think the symmetry is pretty good. I'll tell you what, last night I wonder what that's all about. Just someone who wants to mess up the peace, I guess, driving through here honking her horn. Like that makes any sense. I gave up trying to make sense of what people do. Hell, I can't even make sense of what I'm doing. Alright, let's look at the book. And you guys can tell me if it looks like a Martindale. Here they are. I really like that exaggerated fishtail on that one. It's about the same size as that one, but I think we can consider that a Martindale. It's called a bandy in southern Texas, I guess. It's pretty good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a nice little point. Pretty nice. Let me back out a little bit because you guys can't see Jack Diddley squat. So there's their point. Nice, thin, straight. One little bump right there. A little bit of one, just a little bit. I may even actually be able to pop that little thing off. I don't want to run. It's really thin. I don't want to run our flake in there, but I think that's pretty good. It's just a little bit exaggerated on the fishtail. Of course, that's pretty exaggerated too. Any more on this page? Nope, those are Marshalls. So there we go. There's our Martindale. I will. Let's see if it helps it any with some. I don't know what it'd do for it. Just a brown stone, but nothing flashy about it. Might make it look a little better with a little oil on it. And I love fishtail points. That's probably why I love the one version of Holland and Dalton's. And I really love classic Daltons. And I love the Hemp Hill Daltons, although I think a classic Dalton looks better than a Hemp Hill. If you're not familiar with those Hemp Hills, the upper part is much bigger than the base. Where a Dalton is, you know, you'll know. Anyways, I ain't gonna tell you that, and I don't have any reference here to show you. So there's a point right there. I think it's pretty. I like it quite a bit. There's another one. I don't know what number that is. I brought a case out with me so I could put them in there because they've been laying all over the camper. I gave some away, but anyways, I'm gonna make another one. I actually think I'm probably gonna nap this next, and it's probably gonna be what am I gonna make out of that? I don't know. We'll just see. I don't know if we're gonna go into this one with a plan. We should, but we'll see. Or I may nap. I got a piece of K County here. Now I might make a point out of it. Or I got a line up here. Oh, we got this piece of Mookite. You guys holler real loud. Maybe I'll hear you on what you want me to nap next. I do want to nap this Mookite. We'll see. We'll see what we're gonna do. But there's our point. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Y'all keep napping.